Hey, this is Sarah. I have light behind me. It's how I film. I'm sorry. So I wanted to do a really quick review. I ordered the Miranda Sings Colleen Ballinger lipsticks. They came in relatively quickly. I only had one issue where DHL decided they were going to provide me a service by paying the duties for me, and then charge me $10 for doing that on my behalf, even though they didn't ask me to do so. So I paid $15.30 American for each of the lipsticks. There was a sale for Valentine's Day. They're normally $18. Shipping was like $7 something. In fact, I can even pull it up really quickly. The duties were $9.24. Ooh, that's a lot of emails. I'm not currently dressed because I was about to get dressed. I was really looking forward to finally trying these, and I have put off trying them. Okay, there we go. Each of the lipsticks was $15.30. Shipping was $7.97. That is American. And then page, just so that I can tell you how much Canadian, because it does make a big difference. Because it does. Did I pay for that on the? Yes, I did. Okay, let's see. I was like, how did I pay for that? There we go. So it wound up being $52.64 Canadian for the two lipsticks, including shipping. As I said, DHL charged me $10 for that service that I never agreed to, and I've never seen DHL do that before. I got in touch. I'm gonna admit I probably didn't send the most polite email because I was really livid. Because a lot of fans, especially for the Miranda Sings channel, are quite young and like to just throw a $10 charge on. That's enough to like really twin people out. They did refund me, although the response was a little bit like, even though we didn't get the money, but it's like, and I was like, why would you go with DHL if they're gonna do this? And are they doing this to all of your Canadian customers? Which means that there are a bunch of people, because it confused me because I've had to pay duties on things before. There's a form to sign it, no big deal. No big deal. But I have never had a mystery COD charge applied because a company paid for something on my behalf and then charged me a $10 service fee to do so. And I probably wouldn't have even brought it up if it had been like $2 or $2.50, but like $10 is ridiculous for their remittance fee when like they don't have to do that. Like it's totally normal. Things go across the border. They go to Canada Post. It's stupid and it's ridiculous. So I sent an email, didn't get a response for a couple days. I sent another email, didn't get a response for a couple days. I was like, last ditch effort. I have Colleen Ballinger on Twitter. I'm going to drop her a message just in case she sees it so that she understands what's happening to her Canadian customers, because I'm sorry, $10 on top of means that the total price, the total cost of having the complete set, so the Daisey May and the Miranda Sings lipsticks, would then be like nearly $80. Like, because ultimately I've got to think about it in the whole, right? And, you know, yes, I probably shouldn't wrap shipping into it, whatever, but these are not $40 lipsticks. Very few lipsticks are $40 lipsticks. Anyway, I eventually, about a week later, got an email back. I never had a response or acknowledgement from Colleen. Don't have to, that's fine. They eventually responded to my original email with, like, you know, we're not going to explain to you why we use DHL. We are going to choose to refund your money because even though you didn't take it, but it's like, you deal with a shipper who does this, that's, like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, they're charging you, like, cheap shipping. Like, is this how, like, they've contracted and justified to you, like, a cheaper shipping? Because it was reasonable shipping. It was still, like, $8 for, you know, like, a puffy pad envelope, you know. So, anyway. So there's that. So if you're a Canadian customer, be prepared that will probably happen to you unless they switched from using DHL, because the only options were DHL. USPS wasn't an option. Yeah. So I just want to do this before I get dressed and I put on my, you know, well, put on my adult pants. So I'm going to start with, first of all, my face is a wreck. I'm going to bring you guys in if I can. Can I bring you in? Let's see if I can. Oh, I can. Ooh. That's good. This is a whole hormonal breakout. Just ignore this. This is the Daisey May. Wow. So this is what the box looks like. Colleen's signature there. And then this really cute picture of her on the back. And then packaging is really cute. And then, like, her signature is on the tube and the heart. It's really cute. Back you guys up a little bit because that's creepy as hell. And then you open it up, and this part of the component is metal. Like, the packaging is actually really nice. It closes with a really good snap. So I'm really happy about that. This is described as a berry toned nude, so I'm very excited. She looks like this. And no smell, which I actually really like. I appreciate that. And then the bullet randomly is, because some people will like it to know, is shaped like is one of these. Pretty basic shaping, full size standard lipstick. I think this is meant to be matte, so I'm gonna do the creepy close up again. Weird. Again, yeah, ignore that. Pretend this doesn't exist. Nice. You're looking and seeing the uneven application. My lips are uneven. So that's nice. It's nice. And then all the ingredients. The ingredients on the Colleen one too. You can hear something. It's my dad saying the song to the dogs. And then, of course, it's like a little shirt. More shirt. Yeah, so it's just a square off packaging. So the nude is called Daisy May. And then this is just Miranda Red. Ah, there we go. Okay. Really heavy plastic. Yeah, really heavy plastic. Again, very satisfying closure. And metal components. Ooh, interesting. Even the bullet shape is different. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can totally see. Very different shaped bullets. Very interesting. I would suspect for a more Miranda style application, being able to get half the face. I'm gonna bring you in.
I fed the dog, sir.
Okay. Yeah, look at all of that. That's great. That's great. Yeah, feels really good. Going in without a lip liner. Dangerously. It's also really hard because, like, as I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, that's mirrored. Oh dear. That's special. I'm getting, there's much more point to this side than this side, and I don't know why. That's, I think this is not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be sloppy. This is just, right, I'm just gonna get this on. I'm gonna back you up. I have thoughts. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's weirdly, I don't know why, it feels like it comes off darker. I do like that. This definitely feels more matte than this does. They both feel reasonably moisturizing. They're very heavy components. So the original price of like $18 brought down to the sale price of $15.30, making them then $18 Canadian lipsticks. Totally happy. Packaging's really nice. The color saturation is really good. Especially this red is really, really nice. Overall, I super like the product. My only disappointment was with DHL. That was really a letdown. But other than that, like, the shipping was really relatively fast. Not having just a USPS shipping option was annoying. But yeah, no, it was really good. you know, they were both, it's crazy, but like they're both, the packaging is very different. You know, this is an all matte unicarton, and of course it's bigger because the component is bigger. And then on the inside it says made by friends of Miranda. Peek at our DMX.com, which I guess is maybe the company that made them. I wasn't able to find out what company made them. Actually, it's really interesting. So the top of the Miranda lipstick is this weird looking mouth. It's Miranda's mouth, obviously. And then the top of Colleen's is, of course, the heart. Overall, it was a really good, decent experience. I would say definitely if you're in the States, every once in a while, Colleen does free shipping. So not all the time, but sometimes. And especially when they were on sale, it was super worth it. Like, I wasn't mad at the shipping price at all. And I'm, again, not mad about having to pay customs. That's to be expected. Like, I'm legally, you know, bound to do that. That's not a problem. My issue is that if DHL is doing this to all of her Canadian customers, and she has a reasonably large fan base, and I'm sure a lot of people like me, you know, took advantage of the sale because it knocked a couple bucks off, and it makes a big difference when you're ordering something in another country's currency and you're paying shipping and you know that you're going to get dinged with customs duties and you don't know how much those are. You know, it makes a big difference. So I'm sure that there were several Canadians that were like, because that was my big hesitation. I was like, you know, I needed that little push because I was interested in getting them. I really like Colleen. I'm not a huge Miranda Sings fan, although I really like this color. I did like Haters Back Off. I haven't watched this. Have I watched the second season? I did watch the second season. I can't remember now. I think I did. Anyway, but I did like that, but I don't really, not, I like Colleen's vlogs. They're really entertaining. Like she seems like a really fun, cool person to watch. It was really cool watching like the back end of her putting together the show and stuff. So in that sense, you know, I wanted to support her and I was super excited about the products. It was interesting and I didn't expect it. It kind of makes sense now. Okay, now I've let this sit for a minute. I'm not going to say that it like sets, but it definitely has a feel. It's a little bit like, a little bit sticky. I think that will go away with time. Feels like this may be one that would get on your teeth. It doesn't, it feels like one of those ones that's going to stay put and like you're not going to have it migrate across your face. Personally, for me, I'm a hot mess and I drink things constantly. I'm not a straw user, so I would probably throw a clear lip liner around this one. But the Colleen definitely, which is probably what I'm going to be throwing on after I get changed and everything. Really beautiful matte, very comfortable. Doesn't seem like it would move around. Really nice formula. I would really love to know who makes these lipsticks because I would definitely be interested in looking into more of their mattes. Those are really nice. So other than that, positive about the products. If you're Canadian, watch out for that weird DHL charge. They did refund me that money, which I appreciate. So I would say if you are Canadian and that does happen to you, I would get in touch with them and see what can happen because no, like it's not them, like it's not Colleen or her people taking that money, but it is DHL doing that, and I'm pretty sure that probably when they contracted with DHL for their shipping, they weren't including like, oh yeah, by the way, could you create this stupid BS charge that like affects your Canadian customers? it's weird, and there wasn't an explanation for that. You know, they're just like, we're not in control of that, and then, and it, like, I get it. Like, you're not in control of what another company does, but you are the company that chooses to work with them, and there are other shippers, and, you know, DHL is, they're kind of a hot mess. And I do not know what's happened over the last little while. Like, I had like things just disappear that over like the Christmas season that I had ordered from other companies that DHL was the carrier for, and they had exceptions. They never explained them. Those packages had to be resent. It was ridiculous. So anyway, so that's the story behind these lipsticks. I'm gonna be putting this up probably, I think, the second week of March. So if there's any huge change or anything, I will post in the down bar my sort of more long-term thoughts on these, but I'm going to give them a bit more of a wear test. Yeah, that tackiness is it's still there. It's still there. It's going away in some spots, so I do think that with enough time it will go away. Super not transfer proof. But I mean, if you wear a red lipstick any time, you just, oh, nope, I got my finger. But I didn't take it off my mouth. So that's how pigmented it is. I will say that it's a very pigmented color. I may have just stained my finger. Oh dear. It is a really cute. It's a really nice red. I was a little concerned, I'll be really honest, that it was going to be too bright. I mean, that lip line is an atrocity. But now, I really like that color. I really like that color. It's, is bright. Is bright for me. Like, I normally like a really gothy red. But, okay, so we left that on for a minute. Let's see how bad it stains. I'm just using a tissue. Oh, it might stain a lot. Oh, I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna bring you in. We'll see what happens. Oh, I think that stains. No, it's not too bad. It's not. I've seen worse. Seen worse. Oh yeah, that's. Good job, Sarah. Yeah. So, overall, I'd say if you are thinking about getting the Daisey Me or Miranda red lipsticks, it looks like there's nothing left on my lips, and then like the tissue is like, that is pigment. there's a lot. So yeah, if you are thinking about it and you're like, I mean, they seem a little like, you know, please note that you should use an oil to take this off. Maybe. Like it looks gone. It looks gone. That it's. I'm gonna use the lip scrub after this. Anyway, nice product. Really, really nicely packaged for what I assumed would be like a little kitschy. Very heavy components. Very well done. Very, very well done. So if you've been thinking about it and you've been putting it off because you're like, nobody's actually reviewing it because nobody wants to make Colleen Ballinger sad, because like that's like kicking a puppy. I would say go for it. Watch out for that shipping charge if you're international. You know, the only thing I can say is if it happens to you, get in touch with the company, and that's it. Anyway, I have been yammering for way too long about 2 lipsticks. I'm gonna get shouted at. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. And yes, in the down bar, I will let you know I will try to remember to let you know what the sort of more long-term wear continues to be like. Definitely for that nude color, because that's really nice. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oh god, the button. I found the button.